Checkmate.
You're singing two languages badly.
Well, too bad. No, with maths, 2 negatives equal a positive. Therefore, I
That's
sing
not how
good.
real life
That's
works. Who
how
the
math
fuck told you that
works.
math? What kind of retarded fish frog taught you math?
Look, 2 negatives equal a positive. You plus 2 negatives together is going to
Marvin
equal
has the
positive.
only avatar
Will you
that
shut
seems
up
like
and
he
give me
gets
my
less
fucking
than I
french
do in real
fries?
life.
No, I'll give you something else that's long and soft.
Fucking present it.
Ah, well.
Oh, hello. Who's the presenter?
Not him.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Yes, that's pretty shit. I'm sorry.
Now.
Don't make me get Mr. Doubtfire in your ass.
You observe, man.
Yes,
Don't
come
do
on,
anything.
fucking
Right
have a go. Let's go.
I'm so sorry.
Cheerio! Cheerio, let's fucking go for it.
Fuck out of here.
Cheerio, pip pip.
Hey.
Excuse me, can you get on the fucking stage? We've got all night. Fuck off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started, please.
Yes, hurry the fuck up.
Ooh, we've never had a joke club.
Sorry, Grandma's off her meds right now. She'll calm down.
Yes.
She'll have to very, very quickly.
Oh, thank fuck
We're
someone
very
arrived.
pressed for time. We have about a minute, so please, everybody, welcome to the stage and show some actual decent respect for a person who's done more comedy than all of you combined, Rodney Ramsey.
No.
Woohoo!
You're not audible. I'm not hearing you.
It's because he's a professional, guys.
He's a mime. A little bit quiet.
No.
Oof.
Yes, you're quiet.
Nope, no.
Use
you're
your
not coming
outside voice.
through. That's weird.
Oh, fuck.
Technology.
He's got to
talking a
change
while
his
ago.
settings to
Well,
everyone.
that's unfortunate.
Hello?
Over here.
Hello.
Hello? He's got to change his settings to everyone.
All you lot, be quiet. The professor's speaking. Or he's about to.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the thing. Their kryptonite is bad versions of their accents.
That's
Exactly.
They can't deal with that.
Exactly.
Cheerio, Blue.
Stuhead Koikera.
Watch this.
Blow it out your ass.
Hello?
Shiomyuk.
Kiss
Shiomyuk.
wonkers, bubbles and squeakies.
Oh, hello, schoolboy. Hello, look.
Oh, would you guys care for some tea and some crumpets and some...
What the fuck is going on, Rusty?
Get some originality. We're doing
Out of
crowd
control.
work while
Out of
Rodney's working for his microphone. I don't know.
He's working for his microphone? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's fucking paying it 50 hours an hour.
He's Huh?
Hey, I see you.
Hello, I see you.
Scottish Jesus.
How you going? How you doing, I mean? I can't speak English. Yeah,
No, but you
Oh,
speak,
Jesus.
you speak well enough Scottish.
exactly. I can speak fluent Gaelic, but not fluent English, apparently.
Garlic, I prefer onion.
See, I'm going to... You're lucky that Horizons is moderated.
Is it though?
Is it though?
No, not really. Only Slopestone is.
Where's he going?
You fucking
Yeah, I'm about to take
Oh,
Madman Vesper and bend him over my fucking knee.
Simon.
Oh,
There's no
Damn!
whispering in
What's
this
that?
audio expanding booth.
Lovely to
From
meet
here,
you.
the entire everything is here.
You gotta calm the
So they
fuck
can't
down,
hear what
bro.
I say back here.
Oh, everybody can hear. This is an amplified.
Careful, she doesn't use the lube. Careful.
Well, I'll just ask.
no, exactly.
Is it we're supposed to be slower right here? Like we can't.
What's
run
that?
around?
What's that?
This is so that you don't accidentally run into
my
the
wife.
booth and push
Yeah.
30 buttons at once.
This is my
wife.
My wife is dead.
Great success.
Yeah.
Great success.
So you're in this like kind of slow motion path.
Oui,
To
She
have
comes here
control is
often.
get
King of the
close and
castle,
knock
king of the
it
castle.
over. Lean forward.
I'm
in
on a
real
chair.
life,
She
and
come here
then
often.
get to
It's
whatever.
my wife,
I
also
do.
my
Okay, for the
sister.
rest
Oh,
of the
yes.
for
My
control.
first
Oh,
time
yes.
he taught me here.
Ons ja.
There has been definitely some
Okay,
flying into many a panel.
bring down the crazy just a little
Cliff, and I
bit.
just
Just a
be
little
standing
bit.
and flying to my
Can you
left.
just threaten to... Never mind.
Sorry for the wait, everybody.
That was a promise,
I
not
have
a threat.
difficulties from our
Simon
Okay, Bunny, we're gonna need to tone down the craziness.
Yes, be quiet.
I'm gonna tone it up.
I'm gonna tone it down. Less of the tire pump.
You know what I mean? You're pretty
This is a
sexy
time
up
pump.
there.
She just offered to slap my bottom.
Look at these legs.
You can do a little
Can't have
down.
it both
Hey,
ways.
Nick.
I can't go any further. I'll get.
I'm just gonna dip.
Says
Don't jump,
who?
please. Don't jump.
Okay.
No
We're
problem.
getting trained up.
Okay. You have fun.
Let's
I don't see it for the week, I see it for the
Don't
Monday.
jump.
This is a strange variation of Jesus.
Oh my Christ.
Wait,
Looks amazing.
I just heard Rodney.
Yeah.
Tell us that.
This is my wife.
This is my wife. Wow, Wee
You take care, if I don't see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like there's a happy ending to this story. If you can all please finish your conversations, because we're going to get started.
Oi, bitches, shut the fuck up!
All right, I'm good. I'm good to go. Bring me in.
Rodney
promised to you, she
Ramsey,
didn't threaten.
everybody! Rodney
Oh
Ramsey!
my God! Finally, nice restart. What
Are
the
you
fuck is
okay?
that music?
What's up,
Are you guys
Vinny?
hearing that music?
It's the heartfelt music. That was happy ending.
Jesus Christ!
Sound like
All
Kingdom
right.
Hearts.
I thought I was having a stroke. I really thought it was the end. Okay, cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Joe Club. Sorry about that. I had to restart this piece of shit headset. Thanks, Zuck, for the worst thing ever. Yes, you made it in, Keith. Yeah, great. I don't know what the hell that was, man. They weren't. There was a couple people at the other instance for some reason. So now you guys are here. Great, man. Yeah, I don't know if you knew we were coming, but you're actually in a comedy class, and I'm the teacher. I ended up in another instance with them. It was just ridiculous. Anyways, you guys are really awkward and quiet right now. Wow. Okay, so what's been happening
sing
while
for
I
you.
was gone, man?
Just a little chaos, but
chaos. Okay,
yeah.
cool, man. All
We're
right,
British.
so how about everybody, you know how it is, come a little closer if you don't mind. Yeah, awkward close. Somebody always does that. Thank you for being the person. Yeah, man, welcome to Joe Club. I don't know if you guys know. I'm sorry?
You got beautiful eyes.
They're very expensive shades.
Very-
I don't know if you guys know what we do here. You guys know
No
what
clue.
happens?
I used to do
Okay.
improv comedy.
You do improv comedy?
I do improv comedy.
Okay, cool. Do you do anything, sir? Grounds Keeper 92? Do you do any kind of performance or anything?
just being ginger. That's all.
Being ginger? Oh fuck, that's hard, dude. You're like the
Right,
black
yeah.
people of white people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Oh,
It's not
I
easy.
agree.
Comedy's good for you. Comedy's good for you. You have pain. So basically, what we do here, we're Unknown Theater. We're a large comedy community, and our whole goal is to fucking take over the metaverse and be the best comedy joint theater and metaverse community, and we're fucking killing it right now. The beta show. This is Joe Club is where we train comics to do that mandate, take the fuck over everything. So first we do a class. I'm a 20-year comic. I teach everybody what I know, and then after the class, there's a show called the beta show, and you take whatever you've learned, and then you do it on stage for at least 5 minutes. We get great crowds in here. Community really helps out. Everybody you're seeing in here, we're dedicating our time. We all believe that this is the best shit ever, and we're fucking very serious about it. But we're all really trying to be amazing comics as well. So if you guys are down, we do this class, man. And if you guys want to check this out and possibly, hopefully, be a part of this community and try stand-up comedy on stage, this is the easiest place you'll be able to do it. Am I right, guys? Am I lying to you guys? Throw some confetti if you agree. Yeah, we don't fuck around here.
It's already
But
better
we-
than Soapstone. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm
We're
saying.
actually funny.
Yes.
We're actually funny.
Well, sometimes let's not go too far there. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm so sorry, man. I spent so much time trying to get in here. So quick thing, and then the way this works is you come up, dude. Anything you say, it's really cool. Well, I mean, you know, within reason. You get 3 minutes on the Joe Club stage, and then I'll critique you and give you pointers on how you can make whatever you said funnier. That's the whole thing. And off the top, I do some bullshit speech, which I'm going to do right now, really quickly. Then we're going to start. What's up, Arvin? I worked with some comics this weekend, and I've been working with these comics for years. We tour together every year, and I noticed one of these comics, they had the exact same set that they had 3 years ago, and they hadn't changed it. And like, I love this person, but that's bullshit, man. The point of this is you need to write jokes. Okay, comedy requires that you continue to write jokes. If you do the same joke over and over, eventually either you're the greatest actor of all time, or eventually you start to hate yourself and you want to fucking kill yourself. I've been there. Okay, so please, okay, the goal is to write jokes, but the goal is to write good jokes. Okay, like not just bullshit, like actual craftsmanship. Okay, and to do that, it is going to hurt. Okay, I had to do it over the last few months. I wrote every single one of those jokes in VR. It works. Okay. However, when I brought them to the physical world, it was like the fucking worst feeling ever because
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't. Yeah. You, dude. You know, you're
You
stage
need to
performer.
do it. Oh,
You have to do it all the time. You have to do it all the time, and it's there will be a moment where you're gonna be like, "Fuck me, I suck. I'm not good at this. I've been an imposter the whole time, and this is not gonna work out." Seriously, you hate yourself and you don't want to do it. And then if you can get over that moment where you're like that we're like, I'm a fucking clown. I'm gonna commit suicide. If you move past that, you can get the best joke ever. But you're gonna go through it no matter what. Almost every time you do it. Unless you're on stage like all the time, which I'm not. So I have to deal with this pain. Okay. But it's going to be fucking painful as shit because comedy is hard. However, it's going to be worth it when you have that next 5 minutes. Okay. So I really, really, really want to work on like tight jokes, man. Even if you're telling stories, let's focus on fucking the funny here, man. And funny requires that we pay attention to detail, right? Think of your jokes as tiny novels. Okay, I really want you to think of that. And if your joke is even if it's fucking 3 sentences, okay, that's a tiny novel. Every word matters, man. Every single word. Do not waste words. Never, 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 never. Okay, that'll kill your set. Okay, and that's why it's so fucking painful. Okay, that's all I want to say, man. Like, if you're supposed to suck sometimes, so please take your liberties. Come up here, man. Like, and let's do it. Yeah, we good? Yeah. How you feeling?
People over here, I'm gonna demonstrate some booth action over here in between Joe Club and Beta. Then we can try some stuff out. But for now, just if you mind observing my patterns and things, and we'll take it.
So this is a whole class in Simon's right now. Simon's the main booth. I don't know what do you your tech. The tech. Should we call you a tech?
Can we be called? I have a name? Can we be called the Blue-Footed Boothies?
You don't get to name your fucking dude. This is an actual job. Fuck, what are you doing? No, Simon names you bastard. So we'll think of something. I don't know what
We can't call it the Booth Brothers or Booth Bros.
No Booth Bro. Actually, Booth Bro sucks.
Booth
Okay,
Bros.
we'll name it later. We'll
The
name it
Bougie
later.
Boothies.
We'll name it
Wait.
later.
Booth
Okay.
Bros / Babes.
We
Just so
are
Emmy
running
can
out
like,
of
yes.
Valiant
bimbos.
time.
You're gonna be the
Booth bastards. Tonight you're the Booth bastards. Okay, so we're gonna start this up. 3 minutes, everybody. I'm gonna try to move this along. Who wants to go first? Anybody want to try out? It doesn't have to be 3 minutes either. Yeah.
So
Buddy?
yeah, it's it'll be a maximum of 3 minutes. I'll put the light on at 2. There's a timer in the
bring it
balcony, in
properly.
that strip of the balcony. Keep an eye on that. If you see that subtle light, and then you know you have a minute to go, and at 3 you'll be dead.
Yeah, and at 3 we'll stop you. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
I couldn't hear you. Go,
Yeah, we're starting up this class. Give it up huge for our first act, Bunny.
Thank you, Rodney. My tiny novel. So Rodney has asked me to be more vulnerable, to reveal some personal details about my life. I thought I'd start with my home address, phone number, social security number,
Oh my god.
or I'm going to get real intimate, tell you my measurements. Maybe the number of days per week I get off my couch to ride my mountain bike. But to truly expose a little bit of me, I thought I'd talk about reincarnation. Now, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept. I'm here to prove why I think reincarnation is real. My cat always has to somehow place a part of him on a part of me. No matter how oddly uncomfortable he's got me positioned. His long leg jammed into some crevice of mine, his fluffy orange tail tickling my nose, his fur in my mouth, old one eye staring me down. Just a little too close for comfort, maybe giving a little wink. How he expertly uses his sharp claws to break my soft skin as he stretches out and makes biscuits. He knows what he's doing. I'm absolutely certain he contemplates how he can climb on me so that he looks so comfortable that I won't budge. I'm as still as fuck. But what really gets me is what he's thinking when he full-on dominates me and lays across my chest or belly. He's turned me into furniture. I'm the sub. I'm at his mercy. I'm there for his comfort, for his pleasure. I'm waiting for his fucking permission so I can go pee. This is how I know reincarnation is real, because I quickly realized it's cool. He's just another pussy. Pussies large and small, wild and domesticated, can dominate like no other animal can. Pussy whipped. That's the vanilla way to inform the world you answer to a mistress. So for all you pussy whip folks, be proud and walk tall. Thank you, Rod.
Bunny. All right. Okay. Here's some notes for you. I thought it was really funny what you did there off the top. That's good. That's funny. However, that's not going to work with a crowd that doesn't know what we do here, right? So I'm just saying, as funny as it is, I don't know if you're able to use that outside of class. The reincarnation joke. If you would have gotten to the fact that that cat turned you into the couch faster, you'd have gotten way more laughs faster. Like all the stuff you did, you could have did all that stuff you said before that cat turned you to the couch. Because that was the whole time I'm like, where's this punchline? Like you kept talking, like where's this punchline? You had the punchline, it was fucking funny. Like what you could have gotten there. Like I was looking at the time exactly 40 seconds earlier. and like, see, I told you to write a tiny novel, and you wrote me a novel or a medium-sized novel, right? So if you can cut just that joke, if you can cut that joke down, like take out most of the stuff you did at the beginning, get to that couch part faster, and then because that's where the joke started, bam, 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 and then that, I swear to God, will be the first like joke that you act like no spoken word, no nothing, like you're on the path, like, and you're talking about your cat. Like it's funny, like you made fun of me for asking you to be more vulnerable and talk about yourself, but you literally were describing something or something that's happening in your life, and it, to me personally, it worked better than the stuff you were bringing in here when you're just doing spoken word about pussy and dicks and why dicks are inferior to pussies. Like I love this shit about your cat.
Balls,
whatever, man, whatever. Pussies versus balls. Anyways, all I'm gonna say is, I want you to finish this cat joke. You got to a punchline there. There was a bunch of tags. Like I want you to finish that joke because that's the archetype, man, and it's great. And I'd love it if you kept telling us more about yourself. Even if it's just about your cat.
Cut out the beginning part where I'm like just kind of teasing you because you've asked me about my personal shit.
Well, I mean, like I'm saying, the personal stuff that'll always work in here, but you're not going to relate to the crowd. Like I can't,
right?
No one else outside, so I don't think that's a joke that'll work. However, it got you laughs within like 10 seconds. It was well written. It's a good opener for there, but it's not going to work here. The cat joke that'll fucking work anywhere if you finish it. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And that's really, please, that's what I've been asking you to do. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's perfect. Like that's the direction.
Okay, so the secret is I'm supposed to write it 15 minutes before I walk in here.
Hey, I don't know. I'm not asking you your process. I don't know what the fuck you do. Like I do crazy shit. Everybody has a different process. I don't know. I don't know what you did to come up with that.
A couple more things for you quickly. One thing quickly, Blue, you got to be mindful when you're in the booth.
Sorry.
Everything is hearable.
I thought I was muted.
Your headset off. You're gonna do any kind of adjustment. You got to be on mute.
I was on mute.
When you're starting on the part about the reincarnation you were saying, I feel like you kind of cheated a bit because like you were about to do like bunny TED talk on reincarnation, but you're like, I'm gonna do my personal take on this is why everybody, and then you sort of did the TED talk anyway, but you sort of just said you didn't need to introduce it. I think you're getting caught in introducing. What I was going to tell you.
Personally, sorry to interrupt you, Carmen. I don't think the reincarnation thing. I think that's what led you to that. I don't think you need that shit. I think you dump that. The whole cat turns you into a couch and all that.
I was trying to get to it, man. Let me.
Sorry.
Because that was my first step. My first step was get right into the reincarnation point and then do your thing. And then by the time I was done, I was waiting so fucking long for that punchline and trying to tie it together. And it was so far apart that I was like, just bring up later that it reminds you of reincarnation at that point. Like, I don't think it was not enough of a
it's a different joke to pay it off.
Take the reincarnation that I start talking about it and put that at the end.
Because everything you said,
and that's why I believe it's real.
Here's the thing. The reincarnation thing, different joke. Okay, that's a different joke. The whole cat. Your cat turned you into a couch thing. Like you should have one or two sentences before the cat turns you into the couch, because that's just funny. And then everything you set up at that point, you know what I mean? And when you tried to wrap it into this whole reincarnation thing, that didn't work because the reincarnation thing's a different joke. Okay. Anyways, okay, let's move it along. Who's next? Scottish Jesus? All right, fuck yeah.
Okay,
All right, 3 minutes,
and
baby.
put your hands together or other parts and make some noise for Scottish Jesus.
Yeah.
Alright, warning, this is half baked, but enjoy. So, this is something that happened a couple of days ago at work for me. Alright, so a bit of context. I work as a chef. I was on break, get my coffee, do my stuff, and then the coffee machine is like out in the public area, so you know everyone was going by. And then while I was getting my coffee, this old lady comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder. Turn around. She comes up to my face and she says, "Sandwich." And I'm like, "What?" "Sandwich. Orange juice." You want a sandwich? So I got her sandwich orange juice, and then a bit peeved at this point, spent half my break trying to get her sorted, and then it was like, "Is that everything?" "Toilets." Show her to the toilets, and off she goes. I go back to my coffee, everything like that. This old man comes over, and he's like, coming over, he's all worried, all anxious, everything like that. And he comes over to me, he's like, "Have you seen this woman? She looks like this, and this." And I knew it was the woman I just talked to. And I was like, "Oh yeah, does she sound like this?" "Sandwich." And I was like, "Fuck, I've lost my job." But then he had the biggest smile on his face. He was like, yeah, where is she? And I was like, "Toilets." I've never seen a man run faster to the toilet in my life. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be working on that one.
Wow, you know what? It's weird. I'm utterly confused. Holy shit. I actually kind of don't know what to say.
Where do you work?
Huh?
Where do you work?
I work in a restaurant. I'm actually a chef in real life.
Okay.
Because so it was a story. What was the time there? Okay. So you know what? I think so.
Changed
the
and
whole time-
exaggerated.
You know exactly. Like I think what you need, like you have a okay. This is what you did. I know what happened. You told me a story, word for word. Exactly. You actually said what you did wrong there. You told me a story word for word, and you're a fun person to watch. You know what I mean? You got a great voice. You know what I mean? And your characters are fun, but you didn't. There wasn't enough punches. Like the story was fun to listen to, right? But you need the exaggeration. You need those jokes. You know what I mean? Like you just told us a fun story, but
Yes.
there was no victims. You know what I mean? You're like. I feel like you just told us a really nice story about this nice lady, and I'm like thinking to myself, like when is he gonna make fun of this crazy person? You know what I mean? I know what you mean.
Oh no, I agree with you. It's a
like,
foundation for now, but I want to expand on it.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
for
well,
example, at the start, I want to make a punchline. Like I want to make something to do with because I'm sort of half baking the start of it because I'm wanting to make a joke on how everyone's heard of a fucked up story in hospitality. Because hospitality, if anyone here has worked in hospitality, it's a fuck place. Tainak knows, and I want to mold that into something that can.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so that was you did about a minute. You did about 2 minutes. Yeah. So you have this framework of a really good story that's gonna have a bunch of jokes in it, dude. Like honestly, don't even judge yourself. Just start like you need jokes every like 10 or 20 seconds, especially in a story. Like you know what I mean. So just start writing jokes, like because you could like okay, so you could have made fun of your job. You didn't really make fun of your job. You kind of just talked about getting coffee, right? Like I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know where you work, where you're working. Like that's an easy joke right there. Like you being a cook, make fun of that, right? Boom, just write anything. I don't give a shit. Just anything, you know what I mean? And then there's you. I guess you going on your break. That's a possibility for another joke. They might be the same joke. I don't know, right? Then you meet this lady who may or may not be mentally unwell. You know what I'm saying? And there, you know what I mean? There is your first big punchline, right? And then her husband comes in. And he's like, "Have you seen my wife?" And you're like, "Sandwich." Right? He's like, "That's her." Right? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is funny, you know, but we didn't get enough. Like him knowing this woman off of the way you said sandwich is so ridiculous, right? Anyway, so and then whatever, you wrap it up. But like right there, you just told the big story. But yeah, if you can fit like just whatever, I don't give a shit. Five nice.
Maybe say thank you
minor
in
jokes.
the voice.
Huh?
Like thank you in the voice. Like
Thank you.
Yeah. Rule 3.
Yeah, whatever,
Rule
man.
3,
But
that's
yeah,
true.
you got a really good. Anyways, you got a really, I don't know. You got a really
What
good.
do you think about an opener from him about himself too, to situate himself in the story? Do you think he should get right into the story, or do you think?
Well, I think that talking about being a cook, I think that's enough of a opening.
I
joke
could
if
probably
you
make
do
a
it right.
stereotype with Scottish people and haggis or something like that.
Hey man, whatever it is, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm laughing at that already.
course.
But yeah, I mean, like the whole thing about being personal is like, you know, so that people know who you are. And I think that if we're talking about being a cook, I think that's super personal. I think it's enough for a good opener, and that'll lead
Right.
you right into your story. So like whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, your opener should be within the first like 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
definitely.
make sure you hit that. Anyways,
like,
okay,
like
cool.
just like
Yeah,
I would
sorry,
just
go
like
ahead.
every now and then when you're just like half paying attention, just tell yourself, I'm a Scottish cook named Jesus, and then see what funny shit pops into your head. And at some point, you're going to think of some joke that combines these things in some kind of way that either combines them or plays off of them, or some like half and half thing about yourself that'll make a good opening start. Between your name and what you do, there's got to be an opener out of that.
Yeah, you know, can I say something before you bring up the next person? Like, I find, so I get into writing modes, right? Like when I want to write, like that's all I do. Like I get uber focused, and I feel like I get into like a comedy writing mind state, right? And like I think that the more you try to write jokes, you will remain in that mind state, and then your brain just starts kind of like putting together funny things, and then you start like, you know, picking what's funny or not, right? So I think what we're really trying to do is getting ourselves into that joke writing mind state. You know what I mean? And then more stuff will come to you faster, right? But again, you have to go through that pain, like I was talking about before, to get yourself into that fucking mind state, man. It's just like there's just no way around it, you know. Anyways, please come back, and I'd love to see you do this again.
Yeah,
next
it's
Monday
great,
if
but
you're around.
quickly bouncing off, like, you need to differentiate VR and real life. Because what I find, I don't know if anyone knows this or not, but with VR, people have so much less of an attention span in VR than in real life. Like, I play a lot of, like, as I said, I do improv. I play a lot of improv games in real life, and in VR, you cannot even do half the ones in real life.
So
in VR,
here's the
it's
thing, Scottish
insane.
Jesus. Have you seen a show here yet on a Thursday?
I come here on Fridays.
Okay, so we create a really nice environment for comics to tell their jokes. So
He was
we're
at
trying
Europe.
to-
He was at the last Europe.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Yeah.
I've
It was a
been
bit
to New York
chaotic.
one. Yeah. Okay. Well. yeah. It's a little.
I had to
Anyways,
shoot a few
whatever.
people.
You'll come to more shows and stuff. Let's bring up somebody else. Who's next?
Arvin, did you want to get on stage tonight? Want to give you a
I-
chance?
I got a
You're
little
being
bit
too
of shit to
respectful. You're
try
going to be
out.
quiet and
Okay,
let everybody
Scottish
else
Jesus,
go.
could you bring up Arvin, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, everyone put your hands together for Arvin. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Arvin, do me a favor. When you come
Yeah.
up, I mean, like in real life, there will be a mic and stuff, but because we don't have one, would you mind coming more like downstage in the center? Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Oh, this is a good view.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Cool. So, I don't know about you guys, but homeownership is hard, man. Anybody here own a home?
Ooh.
I live with my mum. Does that count?
Yeah, it totally counts because your mom's gonna probably make you do some of the things I'm about to describe.
Possibly.
Is that- I don't know who made that sound, but you're going down the wrong path.
It was me.
But I just find it quite hard because there's always stuff to do around the house, always projects. Like right now, I've got to replace my patio, all the wood's rotting, but I'm really not sure what to do. So I decided to Google, find some inspiration, and went online and searched for big brown decks. And yeah, I found plenty of local guys in my area happy to come over and lend a handy, some, real handymen, men that eat the rawest of red meat. That's one I just don't understand, tying your masculinity to how raw you eat your steak. I mean, we Americans are constantly lowering the bar to what it takes to quote unquote be a man. They got the bar so low, it's like buy a big truck, drink a beer, do a job that uses muscles, yet still weirdly be totally out of shape. The road to becoming a man is the path of least resistance these days. You want to exercise regularly, maintain a healthy, strong body? You're a fucking groomer. That's too hard. But I can eat a steak rare as you've seen. Overheard a guy once order a steak. He wanted it so raw it was still bleeding. I left 3 hours later and he was still chewing. But that's all I got for tonight, guys.
Nice, man. Yeah, that's great. So I actually really, really, really wanted you to talk more about that deck.
Yeah,
I know.
I get that a lot.
You just wanted to see if you came up.
So, question, because I'm not sure if I'm a moron or not. When you were looking for brown decks, you got gay dudes. Did I read that right? Is that where that was?
That was the implication.
It's so funny. So number one, there is a lot of places. I thought you were gonna go like brown women with gigantic titties. That's where I thought it was going, right? But I mean, all that to say, there's a like you type in. Did Emmy just leave when I said that? What the fuck? Anyways, when you type in, you said brown. What is it? Brown deck. What was it?
Big brown decks.
Big brown decks. I think there's a lot of things that can be. So I think that you might want to like. Someone once told me, if you write when you write a punchline, write 10 of them, and then the last 3 are going to be hilarious. You know what I mean? I think you can write like a bunch of punchlines for that, and just like whatever, pick and choose. Google has tons of pages, right? And honestly, like I think that's a joke, and I think the actual figuring out your deck is a joke. And if you haven't figured it out, that's still a joke. Like I think you can separate. I think you could like come back. I think you can do the deck, the gay thing, and the whatever, all the things that the big brown deck could be. And then I think you can come back to actually doing it, because like I'm a homeowner, man, and like I'm like, I'm like in my head, I'm like, how did you figure it out? Like I want to know the end of this story, man. Like a homeowner wants to fucking know, right? Like, because I might need that information, and if you got it wrong, that's funny too. You know what I mean? Like the misadventure, so yeah, man, I think that's like the whole thing has legs. I think it's in its fetal stage, and I think that you should focus on it, and you know what I mean? Man, I can't remember what your first joke was. It was very, very, very funny. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, what was it? I mean, I have it written down. I could repeat it.
Yeah. Oh, what else I wanted to tell you? You did really amazing. Listen, I prefer that we let each other tell our jokes, because like, man, dude, we're going to get heckled by people at the open mics. Like, let's not heckle each other. You know what I mean? If you could help it. I know sometimes you say shit. Like, I'm like that too. So whatever. But someone said something while you were setting up your joke, and you fucking, dude, you rode with that shit. Yeah. Very, very, very pro-like, man. I got to tell you, it was very comfortable. Didn't feel awkward at all. And then you got right back into your shit. That's a fucking pro move. I know guys who've been doing it for years who can't do that shit. So well done. Yeah. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
All I was going to add was I saw your first set at Jay's was very one-linery, and you did a bunch of one-liners here, and I feel like you're like getting into sequenced one-liners and tagging on them and building on them a little bit more, and I feel like continue down that road, and like you're gonna get like a bunch of laughs in a row using what your one-liner powers that you were harnessing and crafting like that. And you do a few sequences that are on the same theme. I think you're gonna get a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah, that's why I was asking your first joke. I wanted to hear it again because it was what I remember. What it was pretty much perfect, and it was like fast as shit. Like which I love when it comes to the first jokes, you know what I mean? Anyways, whatever. Yeah, come back and finish that set. Who's next? Thank guys? You got to bring up the next person. Give it a second.
All right, is that a Mish Comedy raising his
Yo,
hand?
what
in the
up?
back?
What up?
Yeah. All right,
What
man, come on down.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
What's up?
Sick. What's up, Rodney? Missed the opening sermon. But I got here as soon as I could. I'm masturbating too much. I don't know if I find that girls think it's weird, and then guys after the show are like, "Thank you, brother. Thank you for speaking out." You know, it's like the girls are like, and I couldn't get it for a while. I was like, it's like there's like whole no fap community. There's like whole communities of people trying to quit. And I was wondering why women are just like, dude, who cares? Like, you're jerking off. I think it's because women's masturbation is actually so good and healthy that they don't get how disgusting we are. I think there's a real disconnect. Like when they're masturbating, like their pornography is a book, which is amazing. Like our pornography is like an 18-year-old. That's fucked up, right? And then, they have candles, so they're like loving themselves. That's nice. We're like watching a screen. That's probably not the best health wise. You know what I mean? Our porn is becoming like TikTok a little bit. I read this book about it. It's called Your Brain on Porn. And half of the book, the guy's talking about how great porn is. And I was just like, yeah, why don't I just do that instead of dating? You know what I mean? Anyone else? No? I was like, he was like, every time you watch porn, your brain thinks you're having group sex with like 10 hot models. And I was like, yeah, that's why that's better. I think that's better. You know what I mean? I think it's killing relationships too. Cause it's like, you go to your girl and she's giving you a hard time and you're like, bitch, I could be having group sex right now. Get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? Okay. Definitely more dudes here. I'm getting some laughs on it. What else what did I want to say about it? I feel like women's they have these like great fantasies, like in their fantasies, the men are like strong and like good. In ours, it's like an 18-year-old who has nowhere to go. Like we're taking advantage. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. It's not healthy. The whole industry is not healthy. Like, I mean, it's like the girls. If you know an 18-year-old, if you know an 18-year-old who wants to do porn, right? And you shoot it, you're fucked up. Like you either got to be like, yo, I can shoot that for you, or no, you should probably say no. Okay, I'm fucking that up. I forgot how I wrote that. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Thanks. Any tags would be great. I just started working on it like maybe a week ago.
Oh, there's so much.
There's so much, right? There's so much. I gotta mine it.
VR porn.
What's that?
Sorry? Oh,
you missed out the VR porn.
And there was more. And there was more. So I think one of the things is you have so much. There's so much. I think you need to organize some of these thoughts. Like, because there was a point where you were like, there are no fat communities, which there are, which I think is super funny. But you didn't even like tell it that was a joke in itself, and you literally just said it. You know what I mean? Just to, like, because you're whatever, you're still working on the joke. I like totally not complaining here. I just want to help with the organization of your thoughts. So the first time you're like women they read their porn. You know what I mean? And I think you might need a men's women's porn is more conceptual and men's porn is more visual, right? Like a woman reads porn, and our porn is like an 18-year-old getting like it like on a crucifix, like with a hole in the back. You know what I mean? Just like a really gross description.
Or maybe bring the book back in of what she's like doing with the book or something. Or
hey, I was about to say that, Simon. You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me right now. Sorry, I'm just getting you back.
It's okay. If I could add one thing.
My time, Simon. My time.
If I could add one thing. So, you know how you didn't know there were fat communities? The reason why you don't know is because they all die before they hit 30.
The FAP communities?
Yeah, no, like one of them died like a couple days ago, and they were like 33.
God
no
damn.
FAP
Because they're jerking off too much?
No,
Or 'cause
no,
they're
no,
not
the
jerking
fat,
off?
the fat.
Yeah.
No, they were fat shamed.
Oh, you were
They're dying
fat.
'cause they
Oh,
can't
I
reach
thought you said
fapping.
fat, and you
It's
said
FAP,
fat.
F-A-P,
Oh.
yeah,
We're just talking about jerking here. Okay.
Oh,
It's-
my mind's not dirty enough. I'm
It's
sorry.
jerking, yeah.
I think you need to keep those.
I think he's talking about fat people.
I think to keep that together, the men, how men jerk off and how women jerk off. That's
Yeah.
a whole.
It's like a comparison. I got to do the full comparison.
You can't break it up and put that at the end. You have to keep that together. And then the whole going to your therapist or whatever, and they're like, you know what, you should jerk off because that's like you being in a room and having sex with like 10 women, and you're like, yeah. That's why I do it, right? It's so funny. It's either that's why I do it. There's like your phrasing. There wasn't the whole. I think it's called the seesaw effect. When you have your before the pause, you should have like more words. There should be like, oh fuck, Simon, help me explain this.
There shouldn't be an even amount of words on each side of the pause. There should
Thank
either be usually a bunch beginning pause and then a tight end, or little beginning pause and then a bigger part, but never a half and half.
And yours was like it was too much on either side, and that could have been very, very easily. Yeah, that's why I do it, or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, if someone tells you, you're gonna be having sex with 20 people, your dick's gonna be fucking piercing them all. It'll be like the most orgasmic thing you ever fucking felt. It's like, yeah. I know.
Not to mention the interactive toys.
That's the problem. Was that? Say that again.
Toys. There's a whole section for interactive toys on that.
Yeah. Well, they have good toy. I feel like women have toys that are good, that are cool. Like it's like they're playing with them. They're literally playing with themselves. That's one thing I forgot to say. Like it's so healthy. It's like they're actually playing with themselves, and then we're working. We're
Sticking our
jerking.
dicks in pies.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think focus. I think you really that again. You're going back to it. The whole comparison. I think I like. It seems. I think the best jokes like this, but it seems very obvious that this should be a joke, and I haven't seen anybody tell a joke like this. That's the weird. It's really weird.
Yeah,
because it's like, to me, it's like super. It's the most obvious thing. So I
Yeah,
think you
of
should
course, yeah.
really write it. It's really good. Anyways, yeah. And
I
you have anything,
have
Simon?
a question for you, Mish, because I feel like I've heard you. I feel like you're working this joke, and I feel like an earlier form of it, you sort of built up the whole like the therapist telling you like why it's bad, and then you being like, it's kind of persuading me that it's good. Like I feel like you really condensed it. Was that an intentional experimentation to condense it? To condense it down rather than have it be like something you figure out after he's like trying to persuade you out of it and increasingly persuading you into it? Because I feel like it seemed like a very conscious tightening. I was wondering about that, and if you
I
you were
just
pretty quick this time.
I feel like these are supposed to be like 3 minutes, and the light, you know what I mean? I was just kind of like, but there's so much. Like it's like you're saying, there's a lot of meat on this. There's a lot of meat, and there's a lot to go through. So I'm just kind of running, like I'm just doing it, getting on stage, doing it anywhere I can, and just seeing what jokes are hitting.
Yeah, you
know
really
what I mean?
it'll really help to like actually, because there's 3 jokes in there and they're all like mingled. You gotta separate them. Yeah, then that's gonna solve most of your problem, I think.
Yeah, but definitely I got to build that up more. Yeah, I normally do like build that up more. I'm actually trying new things on that bit. You know what I mean? It's like so meaty that like I kind of rush through that, but then there's other stuff I'm doing. You know what I mean? But
you're rushing through it because it was in the middle of another joke. Like,
yeah,
and you're trying to finish the other joke. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, as soon as they're their own joke within the larger topic, it's gonna murder.
Yeah,
it's gonna murder. Okay,
sick. Thanks. Who wants to go up? Who hasn't gone up yet?
Oh fuck. Okay, you know what? Commodore Solly. I don't think have you gone up yet before?
No.
Nice.
All right. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Commodore Solly.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hold on. There we go.
What's up?
All right. Also, just go by Solly. I don't know how to change my the name that everyone shows, so I will figure out how to use Horizon Worlds one day when Zuckerberg makes it good. But until then, the bit I'm going to try today. So I like shopping for cereal at Aldi because it is both the story of a very lazy marketing team and a very hardworking legal team. So I'm going to try something right now. I'm going to give you a list of cereal names, and you tell me if Aldi had to change that name. All right. Cornflakes.
Nope.
Exactly. No change. Because that was a lazy marketing team that didn't change anything about what they were making. And that is a lawyer who had a very easy job. All right. Cookie Crisp.
No.
That was changed. And I'm going to just say this. The way it was changed sounds and looks a little bit like a slur. K-O-O-K-I-E-S. And I'm just going to say, much like in baseball, 2 strikes, not a strikeout. That third K, though, be very careful. All right. Frosted Flakes.
Yes.
No change. Frosting it does not make it an original name. Sorry, people who are bukkake enthusiasts. All right. Rice Krispies.
Yes.
Yes, that one had to be changed because some reason putting rice in front of the Krispies makes it like creative. And I'm just going to say that is a great argument by that one lawyer who's like, Your Honor, my client's cereal, Rice Krispies, is clearly whimsical and creative. And we would like to tell Aldi to change their name back to something more descriptive like crispy rice to not confuse our nice consumers. All right. That was a bit of a long one. All right, next one. Raisin Bran.
No.
Exactly. I don't know what bran is, but it's just the thing, right? But it really shows you how much work the word raisin is doing to make the bran even remotely sellable. All right. All right. And then, sorry. Just scroll down. I'll also learn next time how to read a screen in VR. All right. Last one. Captain Crunch.
Yes.
Yes. They had to change that one. And I'm just going to say, you can just see right now the marketing team going, all right, what can we change it to? Can we call it Crazy Kids Crunch? How did you spell it? Let me see that paper. Why is the word crazy crossed out and it says berries now? And so that's why it's Berry Kids Crunch.
I heard it was very, very nice.
Is that an actual cereal? I've never heard of that one.
It's an Aldi knockoff cereal brand, which all of them are.
Okay, fucking first time. Is this your first time doing stand-up ever or just here?
Just in VR.
VR? Okay, cool. How long have you done stand-up for?
I haven't recently. It probably has been like over a decade, but I used to do a few open mics for fun with some friends, like college years.
Oh, so you haven't done stand-up for decades, or you?
Probably about 10 years since I last did like an open mic.
Okay, cool. That's cool, man. You decided to fucking do it here. Yeah. So, okay. I think the cereal bit is funny and has legs. I think you're suffering from what Bunny was suffering from. Where's Bunny? She's
below.
Underneath. She's taking you out.
She's literally underneath you.
Last floor up there, my guy.
You got to make this shit. You got to make this shit a little more personal. Like,
skirt.
All right, Bunny. All right, Bunny. Yeah, because the more I know about you and cereal, because you're kind of gone to this whole cereal thing, and it was more of it was more of a TED Talky kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Than it was it was a bit, and I feel like if you were more connected, because I like nobody writes this shit unless they really love cereal. I don't give a fuck. You don't hate cereal, you love that shit. You know what I mean? Like you wrote a whole fucking 3 minutes on cereal, man. You know, and I feel like if you can like tie it to yourself, like fast, like off the top, like immediately, you like because okay, so everything has to be super tight for it to be funny, right? And the first thing you did was you did a call and answer thing, right? And a call and answer, immediately is not going to be tight, because if the crowd
Okay.
takes a while to say something to you, like it did, right? You said a cereal, it took like a few seconds, and then someone was like, yes. Right? But if you went into it and you're like, man, like, I fucking love cereal, man. Like, I remember fucking eating cereal, blah, 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 joke, right? Yo, do you know, like, do you know how they, you know about cereal? You know, like some of these cereals like had crazy names, like or however. Like if you can figure out a way that you don't need the fucking crowd to like to help segue these jokes, that's like that's a joke. That's a joke that you wrote. You know what I'm saying? And like and you wrote a joke like that lawyer guy. Fuck that. You don't even need that lawyer. That lawyer's he could be a part of one of the jokes, but it's about you and the cereal. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like then like the joke, dude, because everybody loves cereal, you know? It's like one of the most relatable things on the planet, you know what I'm saying? And the more you make it about you and the cereal and the characters on the boxes and the names and stuff, I think it's going to be like, you know, I don't know. I think it's going to be way more punchy, and the crowd's going to care more about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yes, yeah.
I guess related to that,
look
like,
up
but as
Trevor
like
K.
just you have one central.
Trevor K. Wilson. Look up his Captain Crunch bit.
Okay.
Trevor is like one of my good friends. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was at my wedding.
Hey, there's a cafe called Serial Killer Cafe. It's a restaurant of just cereals.
All
right. I think I've been to that one.
Their overhead must be low.
See what I'm saying? Look, see the way everybody's at the cereal right now? It's like so relatable. Sorry,
everyone
what
loves
were you gonna
cereal,
say?
dude. Everyone loves
I
cereal.
feel like that you had like basically one central premise, and then you were sort of riffing off the different variations of it. I feel like if you're gonna do that, you better be 100% sure that everybody in the room fully gets the premise and the train that you're on, because you're on the same train the whole time, and that could be anchored with, like what you're saying about who you are and how you're connecting to it, but just like the commentary that you're making and like establishing about the marketing and the lawyer and like the taker, like as I kind of lost at the beginning and I never got on the train. I lost the bigger context, and there was like one sentence quickly that was to establish the whole thing, and then I was a bit lost. So just like
that's why I'm saying the more you bring it back to you, like everybody's like they're here to watch you, right? Like no matter what, people, they're here to watch your joke seconds. They're here to watch you. They want to experience life through who Solly is. You know what I'm saying? So like the more you bring it back to you, you're always going to anchor it. You know what I mean? It goes to you, then it goes somewhere insane. Then it goes to you, then it goes somewhere crazy. You know what I mean? And if you can't relate it back to you somehow, then maybe the joke needs to be a little bit shorter. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, okay. Yeah, great fucking having you up here for the first time. Give it up for Solly. It's awesome. Do we have time for another one? We got enough time. Could you bring up ICU 81, please?
I'm bringing up now ICU 81. Woo!
Yeah.
What's happening, everybody?
What's up?
Well, I used to get my ass kicked when I was little. It's not because my parents was abusers. It's because I was just a bad little fucker. And, I used to do a lot of crazy shit. But I want to talk about our dinner antics. So, at the dinner table, my mother prepared certain meals per day. We had fish on Fridays, and Monday we had steak. And then one thing that me and my brother did was, with my dad, I unscrewed the salt on the salt, and I put it on the table waiting for him to grab it. So me and my brother are sitting there waiting for my dad to grab the salt. And he's grabbing everything. He's grabbing the hot sauce, grabbing the pepper. He's grabbing everything but the salt. And we just waiting there, waiting. And he grabs the salt, and we start snickering. He turns it over, and all the salt goes all over his whole plate. And we bust out laughing. And that had to have been the worst whipping I got in my life, because he knew it was me. When I woke up, it was fish day. That's how bad I got my ass whipped. So, shit, I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Oh yeah, so not eating my food. So, like I said, we have food. It's different sort of food every single day, and when what I thought was like cranberry sauce, it was beets. When I thought it was steak, it was liver. And we didn't know since we were little until we took the bite of the food. So I took the bite of the food, and my parents would let us sit there all day. We couldn't leave the table until we finished our plate, our food. So I thought I'd outsmart my mother one day, or parents, by stuffing all the food in my mouth and then going to the bathroom and spit it out in the toilet. So one day I got caught, and my mother said, "If I ever catch you doing this again, I'm gonna put this food back where it came from. I'm gonna stuff it right back up your ass." So I seen her on Thanksgiving how she was stuffing that turkey, and I didn't want to have Brussels sprouts up my ass. She used a lot of scare tactics. So, you know, I used to break a lot of shit around the house, and I broke something that was passed down from her father. And again, you know, she said the scare tactic where if you touch something else in this house, I'm gonna rip your arm off and stuff it up so far up your ass you can be able to tickle your own tonsils. And you know, as a kid, you're thinking scratching my tonsils with a hand that's far up my ass. So, you know, that kept me from touching anything. And then also when I was younger, I used to have a lot of wild ass dreams. And one, you know, I'm terrified of rodents. So
you actually had time, man. You actually had time before you started another story. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, man.
That's all right.
Cool. I see you, dude. Yeah, that opener was very clean, my friend.
All right.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated it.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, so quick, so fast. You got into your first couple of jokes really quickly. So the first one you did was your dad. That was your dad
Yeah.
with the salt. I just think it would be really funny if, like, every time your dad picks something up, you and your brother are like, oh. you know what I mean? Just like whatever, because there's room to play with that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, you know, I know you said your dad whooped your ass after that. I don't know, like, you can play with, like, 'cause I feel like you're telling the story as it happened. I feel like you can play around, you can super play around with that whole thing, right? You're writing a novel, and novel has all kinds of conflict, ups and downs, and whatever. It's, you know, it's I think it's funny. Your mom, like, you having to bite into the food to know what it was. Like, what the fuck? Why is your mom making mystery meals? Like, why is everything like the lottery? Like, that's, I think it's so funny. Like, the mystery meal thing. It's like, why was your mom doing that to you? I think that's a whole. I think that in itself is like a weird fucking thing. Sorry, what are you saying, Simon?
No.
Oh no. Yeah. So I think that's a joke too. I think whatever, man. You're a weird guy because I'll see you do a joke here, and then you'll go to bring it to beta, and you'll like I've changed it already, and it'll be bigger. I think you can shorten it a bit, and I think you can drop some more details and more punchlines along the way. And like, yeah, what the fuck's up with your mom always shoving things in your ass? Like, that's so weird. I think it's the weirdest thing. I was like, why is all of her threats about, like, does she want a gay son? Was trying to, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? You know,
I was thinking about that when I was writing it down. I was like, they're gonna say that. Why is your mom always shoving stuff up you?
But that's what you're supposed to do, right? Like, this whole thing, you're supposed to question. Like, you got to reflect on everything, right? You gotta question. Like, you notice your dad's always putting fucking shit on his food. You know what I mean? And it's probably because your mom's making these mystery meals.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So your dad's like fucking, you know, so like, he went for the salt, right? Because he's fucking trying to make his fucking thing, he doesn't know what it is. Right. You know? Yeah, so maybe the mystery meals comes before that story, right? Because that's a connector right there, you know? So you start off with the mystery meals, and your fucking dad's trying to cover the taste of whatever the fuck it is he's eating. He doesn't even understand. You know what I mean? Your ass is killing you because your mom is shoving things up there like fucking all day. You're being a piece of shit. Anyways, yeah. So, I mean, again, the more you work in the story, there's so many things. Like, it's funny. Like, the funny is in there, and you're just going to keep pulling it out, you know? Just keep working on it. It's like, it's a funny bit. Okay.
Cool. Hey, I see you. Can I give you just one thing if you want to use it? I don't want to tell you like how to build your jokes, but you could say too how it traumatized you when you saw your dad bringing the salt into the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, flavor. You know, with the
oh Jesus Christ! I didn't even get that until you said it. Yeah. Looks like your dad had his own mystery meal. Oh, it's so gross.
For some reason, I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I don't know if there's a way to work it into a joke, but I feel like you already like said the 2 up your ass things and rule of 3s, like you're saying. I feel like there should be a third of like, I didn't even like do bad shit with a baseball bat because I knew what you would do with it. You know, like, something like that. I don't know. I think that might be something. Okay, so we are definitely at a time. We got the beta show starting in just under a half an hour. We got Rusty hosting tonight. Thank you very much, Rusty. If anyone wants to set tonight, please talk to him. I guess as quickly as you can, or at least 15 minutes before the show, so we can get the set list going. If you need access backstage, please let me know. Also, the Discord's been updated. If anyone's interested in working the booth or even getting some time trying hosting out, there are sign-up sheets and other kind of stuff for you to test out. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll help you out. Otherwise, we're going to take a little break, and I'm going to let these two push some buttons and practice around. But thanks for coming, and thanks for
Yeah.
class.
All right.
Sick,
Class,
thanks.
guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
For all the new people come out and try. Please come back.
Thanks,
Solid.
Arvin.
Yeah. Arvin,
Thank
good
you,
shit, man.
bless us,
Yeah,
everyone.
Are you doing the beta show at all, Arvin? Have you done it yet?
I don't think I've done it yet.
Fucking do the beta show, dude. You got to do the beta show, bro. Yeah, man. You have enough
Alright,
material, dude. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Arvin. It did like I don't know if you were still reading today, but it didn't look like you were reading. So whatever you're doing, good job fooling me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm still reading.
I would say another thing just to keep in
ways,
mind,
dude.
actually, Arvin, is be mindful of your height. I know you're still pretty new in VR. Is you push push and hold that Oculus button, and it'll reset your height. You had a little bit of like a squat mech warrior kind of thing going. You gotta like push and hold that flat button on your right controller, and it'll reset your height to there. You
Here?
go. There you go. Now you're standing straight. It'll be it was a little distracting. It's something that you be mindful of when you just right before you get on stage. Make sure, and if you're sitting down and you push that button, it'll make you look standing again, and they'll just reset from wherever you set your head.
All right, thanks. I didn't even know I could sit.
There you go. I mean, you shouldn't stand up comedy. I mean, come on.
Wait, we have to stand?
I'm gonna pop the stream off. I'll be right back.
Sorry?
So
You can
my-
never know.
Trevor K is one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's really funny. He's really good, man.
Especially
better.
the butthole smoke on
yeah,
Letterkenny.
How's it going?
Yeah, I know, man.
That shit's
supposed to snow tonight,
Yeah,
guys.
he's one of the funniest people I've ever met. In my
Oh,
whole life.
yeah.
Yeah. Guy's fucking. Oh my god.
supposed to snow
Yeah,
for you
love you,
tonight?
Trev.